and everything changed in a second. And that's what I want to talk about. Life is short and it's fragile.
So I just kind of thought, well, I don't want to live like this.
Ellen DeGeneres is feeling furious and heartbroken after Portia de Rossi cut off all communication following a painful incident. "I don't want her around me anymore, and I never want to speak to her again," Portia shared. Ellen was in tears when Portia decided to go through with the divorce, despite seeming so in love. "The truth is tough," Ellen told a friend. "She did everything she could to save their marriage, but was it enough?" Now she can't shake the words Portia said to her, leaving her feeling shattered. The love story between Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi began in 2000 at a lively social event in Los Angeles. Both were making their mark in Hollywood, Ellen as a beloved comedian and groundbreaking television host, and Portia as an emerging actress known for her role in Ally McBeal. Their first encounter was brief, but Portia later confessed that she was instantly captivated by Ellen. There was just one problem. Portia was not yet publicly out as a lesbian. Although she felt a strong attraction to Ellen, she was hesitant to pursue it, worried about how it might impact her career. They exchanged pleasantries and moved on with their lives, but something profound had shifted within Portia. Over the next few years, their paths crossed a few more times, each meeting carrying a certain magnetic tension, a sense of something unsaid. By 2004, both Ellen and Portia found themselves single and at a similar event again. This time, there was no mistaking the mutual attraction. Ellen, being the more openly out and proud of the two, initiated a deeper conversation, breaking down some of the barriers Portia had built around herself. Portia felt safe in Ellen's presence, a feeling she had rarely experienced before. They began dating soon after, though initially under the radar. Their relationship, once public, became a symbol of love, courage, and authenticity in the LGBTQ+ community. Ellen, who had faced significant backlash when she came out in the late 1990s, was now a successful talk show host with the Ellen DeGeneres Show, which premiered in 2003. Her career was on a meteoric rise, while Portia was gaining popularity for her role in Arrested Development. As they became more comfortable sharing their relationship with the world, their bond seemed to grow stronger. Ellen often spoke about Portia on her show, expressing her love openly. Portia, who came out publicly around the same time they started dating, found Ellen's unwavering confidence and positivity incredibly inspiring. She often described Ellen as her best friend and soulmate. By 2005, Ellen and Portia were inseparable. Their mutual love for animals, dedication to philanthropy, and passion for making a difference in the world made them a perfect match. Ellen's humor and wit beautifully complemented Portia's more reserved and thoughtful nature. They were frequently spotted laughing together, holding hands at red carpet events, and exchanging affectionate glances. As a couple, they became a beloved symbol of hope for many in the LGBTQ+ community. In 2008, when the California Supreme Court overturned the ban on same-sex marriage, Ellen and Portia decided to take the plunge. It wasn't just a personal decision, it was also a political statement. They were thrilled at the prospect of having their love legally recognized. Ellen proposed to Portia in their Los Angeles home with a stunning 3-carat pink diamond ring. Overwhelmed with emotion, Portia immediately said yes. Their wedding on August 16, 2008, was an intimate affair attended by close friends and family, set in their Beverly Hills home. The ceremony was filled with love and joy. "There's a smile on my face, there's a spring in my step, and there's a ring on my finger, and that's it," Portia said. Both Ellen and Portia wore Zac Posen gowns. Ellen opted for a white pantsuit, while Portia wore a flowing dress. The couple exchanged handwritten vows filled with promises of love, support, and friendship. The moment was historic, not just for them, but for many around the world who looked up to them as role models. Their marriage marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. They continued to support each other in their respective careers while also taking on joint projects, particularly those focused on humanitarian and animal rights causes. In public, they were often seen sharing affectionate moments, laughing together, and showing genuine admiration for each other. Their love story was, for a time, considered one of the most stable and beautiful in Hollywood. However, like all relationships, Ellen and Portia's marriage was not without its difficulties. The pressures of Hollywood, public scrutiny, and the intense schedules both maintained began to take their toll. One of the first signs of trouble emerged around 2014 when rumors of a rift between the couple started making headlines. These rumors were fueled by Ellen's high-profile persona as a talk show host and Portia's struggles to find her own path in the shadow of Ellen's success. Though Portia was a talented actress, she often found herself defined by her marriage. Living with anorexia and bulimia was hell, but chronic dieting was also hell. Living your entire life never feeling good enough about your body and always feeling like if you weighed a little less, somehow you'd be happier is a horrible way to live. And it's a very short step from a full-blown eating disorder. The impact of fame really was the only way Portia recovered from her eating disorder and from chronic dieting was to never ever restrict. Rather than her own achievements leading to an identity crisis that caused friction between them, Portia was also dealing with personal battles, including her long struggle with eating disorders and a sense of inadequacy. Meanwhile, Ellen's career was demanding more of her time and energy as her show continued to gain traction. Ellen was becoming one of the most powerful and influential figures in Hollywood. Her brand of humor, kindness, and advocacy for positive change resonated worldwide. Yet the image of Ellen the entertainer contrasted with the reality at home. Portia often felt lonely and isolated in their marriage. Ellen, with her busy schedule, sometimes failed to notice how deeply Portia was struggling. In 2018, Ellen considered ending her talk show, citing the exhaustion of maintaining a public persona that had to be always kind, always happy. She felt boxed in by the expectations of her audience and the industry. Portia supported the idea, seeing it as a chance for them to reconnect on a deeper level, away from the constant spotlight. Yet Ellen chose to renew her contract, perhaps signaling to Portia that her career came first. As the years went by, the cracks in their marriage became more apparent. The intense pressure from their public life, combined with personal insecurities, created a rift. The pandemic of 2020 only exacerbated these tensions when Ellen was accused of fostering a toxic work environment on her show. The scandal was splashed across the media, suddenly questioning the brand, and Ellen was under a microscope. Portia stood by Ellen during this tumultuous period, publicly supporting her, but behind the scenes it was another story. The stress of the scandal and the negative media attention put further strain on their marriage. They began to argue more frequently. Ellen's stubbornness and need to control every aspect of her public image started spilling over into their private life, creating friction. Portia felt increasingly sidelined, her own desires and needs overshadowed by Ellen's relentless focus on her career and reputation. By late 2021, Ellen and Portia had gone through therapy and made several attempts to bridge their differences. They wanted to hold on to what they had built together, understanding how much their relationship meant to both of them and their millions of fans. But some wounds were too deep to mend. Portia often felt that her voice was overlooked and her needs unmet. She yearned for a quieter, more authentic life away from the spotlight. Meanwhile, Ellen was still tangled in the demands of her busy career, making it hard for them to find common ground. But now the end has truly come. Their marriage has faltered. Ellen reflected on love and resilience, calling Portia the most important person in her life. Portia expressed that she will always love Ellen and cherish the beautiful moments they shared. Both acknowledged that although their marriage didn't have the fairy tale ending many wished for, it was still a significant and transformative chapter in their lives. As we reflect on their journey, what lessons can we take away about love and resilience? Do you think relationships can truly withstand the pressures of fame? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In a surprising move, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi decided to leave the United States and relocate to the UK. The decision sparked widespread speculation. Many people believe their move was in response to the 2024 U.S. presidential election results, particularly with Donald Trump's victory, which reportedly unsettled the couple. Others suggest their departure was influenced by the growing media storm surrounding the P. Diddy scandal, which had brought unwelcome attention to their lives. Regardless of the reason, the couple's move to the UK seemed to mark the end of an era for the duo in the U.S., as they sought a quieter life away from the intense public scrutiny and controversies that had dogged them in recent years.